Good morning, students. Yesterday we introduced the linear equations and we have converted the mathematical statements into equations. Today we will study the solution of linear equation. First we will learn what is solution of linear equation and how to find that solution of the linear equations in different methods. See, it is the definition of solution to an equation, a value for a variable that makes an equation true. Look at the first equation, 2 plus x equal to 4. In that x is a variable, that x value is equal to 2. If we substitute in the x place 2, it makes both the sides equal. So, 2 is the solution of that equation. Another one equation, a plus 14 equal to 23. Here a is a variable. In that place if we substitute 9, it makes both the sides 23. So a equal to 9 is a solution of the equation a plus 14 equal to 23. Look at this equation, x plus 3 is equal to 10. In the previous year, you learned the two methods of solving linear equations. Separate the variable method and transpose method. Separate variable method only here we use as inverse method. Solve the equation means find the value of the variable. That value only called as solution of the equation. Here x is a variable, its value is the solution of the equation. That solution only makes both the sides equal. The aim of the linear equation is finding the value of the variable. That only equates the both the sides of the equation. The first method is inverse operations. Already I said separate variable method what you learned last year, that only called as here inverse operations. Before starting the method, we should clear with this concept. Whatever we are doing with the left hand side, the same thing we should do with right hand side of the equation. In the last lesson, you learnt about additive inverse. That concept we are going to use here. Left hand side of the equation is x plus 3. Here, I am going to subtract 3 on both the sides. Because plus 3 additive inverse is minus 3. Now we know that plus 3 minus 3 is 0. So remaining in the left hand side x, right hand side 10 minus 3 is equal to 7. This is the solution of this equation. We'll do check now. X plus 3 equal to 10. In this x place you substitute the value of 7. Both the sides we will get 10. So we can say x equal to 7 is the solution of the equation. This is the inverse method to find the solution of the equation. We will solve another one equation with the same method. This equation left hand side we are having 2x plus 5. We are having two numbers. The two numbers we have to remove using the inverse property. First we will remove 5. So both the side I am subtracting 5. Because left hand side we are having plus 5. Plus 5 inverse is minus 5. Now we know that plus 5 minus 5 is 0. Remaining in the left hand side 2x. Here 13 minus 5 is 8. Next, the number is here 2. This 2 we want to remove. This 2 and x are in multiplication. We know that multiplicative inverse of 2 is 1 by 2. So, both the side we should multiply by 1 by 2. 8 into 1 by 2. That time this 2 and 2 cancel. This 2 in 8 4 times. So, remaining in the left hand side x into 1 x, 4 into 1 4. So x equal to 4 is the solution of this equation. We'll check that solution. 2 into 4 plus 5 is equal to 13. 2 into 4 8 plus 5 equal to 13. 13 equal to 13. So we got LHS equal to RHS. Therefore x equal to 4 is the solution of the equation 2x plus 5 equal to 13. Now you are clear with the inverse method. Let's have the review of this method. See, our aim is to find the value of x value. Left hand side we are having 2x plus 5. So subtract 5 from both the sides because plus 5 additive inverse is minus 5. So plus 5 minus 5 is 0, remaining 2x equal to 8. Next 2 and x are in multiplication. So we know that multiplicative inverse of 2 is 1 by 2. So both the sides we should divide by 2. That time we will get x equal to 4. That x equal to 4, the solution of the equation. After checking, we got both the sides 13. Let's move to the second method, which is transpose method. The good news is that transpose method is as simple as inverse method. Consider the same equation x plus 3 is equal to 10. Before implementing transpose method, we should understand some concept. Whenever the term is added with a variable, if we transpose to other side, it will become a subtraction. Look at this equation. X plus 3 equal to 10. This 3 is added to x. When we shift this side, it will become minus 3. This is our first concept. When a number is added to variable, when we transpose to other side, it will become subtraction. Actually, these two equations are same but written differently. Here is the second concept. Whenever a number is subtracted with variable, when we transfer to other side, it will become addition. Look at this equation. X minus 5 is equal to 12. When we transfer minus 5 to right hand side, it will become addition. When the term is transposed to other side, addition becomes subtraction and subtraction becomes addition. Basically, transposed means transferred. The similar concept is applicable for multiplication and division. Let's see this equation. 2x equal to 14. In this, 2 and x are in multiplication. When this 2 transposed to other side, it will become division. See, x equal to 14 by 2. The same concept will apply for division. Look at this equation in which 2 is in division. When we transpose the 2 to other side, it will become multiplication. X equal to 7 into 2. So remember these 4 rules. When the term is transposed to other side, addition becomes subtraction and subtraction become addition. Multiplication become division and division become multiplication. Let's see how the transpose method helps to solve the equation. Let us consider the same equation 2x plus 5 equal to 13. If we transpose 5 to other side, it gets subtracted from 13 and gives 2x equal to 8. Now 2 is in one side in multiplication. When we transpose to other side, it will become division. So the equation is x equal to 8 by 2, that is x equal to 4. Now the inverse method and transpose method gives the same answer. The difference is that in inverse method we are adding and subtracting some terms, but in transpose method the existing term we are transposed to other side. Understood? See, here are some definitions you are going to write. From here you start to write the notes. First, term algebraic expressions. Any expressions containing constants, variables and the operations like addition, subtraction, etc. is called as an algebraic expression. Some examples of algebraic expressions are 5x, 2x minus 3, x square plus 1, etc. See, these expressions containing variables, numbers, constant, plus and minus operations. So, these all algebraic expressions. Copy down. The next definition, equation. Any mathematical expression equating one algebraic expression to another is called as an equation. Some examples of equations given here. 5x equal to 25, 2x minus 3 equal to 9, x square plus 1 equal to 0. Copy this. Next, linear equation. An equation of the form ax plus b is equal to 0 where a and b are real numbers such that a should not be equal to 0 is called a linear equation. Here, this is the general form of linear equation where a and b are numbers. That is, the numbers we have to take from real numbers. The real number, what is new for you? The real numbers are the set of numbers containing all type, rational numbers, irrational numbers, whole numbers, integers, etc. In that general form, this a should not be 0. If it is 0, the x term will not be exist. So the condition is a should not be equal to 0. Then only it is called linear equation. Remember, the highest power of the variable in this expression is 1. So, we are having the variable. That variable power should be 1. X to the power 1. That is another condition. Examples of some linear equations are 2x equal to 0, 2x plus 7 equal to 0, 16 minus 7y equal to 0. See, all these equations we are having the variable with the power 1. Let's see some examples of non-linear equations. See, x square plus 1 and all non-linear equations because its power is 2. In this equation also this variable have the power is 2. These examples, the power of variable is greater than 1, thus they are non-linear equation. Copy down all these points. Some of the key points also here. This also I copied down. For any linear equations, there will be a presence of equal to sign in the equation. Yes. The quantity on left of the equality sign is called the left hand side. That is LHS of the equation, and that on the right side is called the right hand side. That is RHS of equation. For example, consider this equation x minus 3 equal to 5. Here x minus 3 is the LHS of the equation and 5 is the RHS of the equation. Be thorough with all these definitions and examples. Next class we will start the exercise problems. Students, here is a story for you regarding equation. Let's watch it.
Equation story. Let's listen to a very interesting story. Anju had two brothers, Amit and Abhas. Anju was the eldest, whereas Amit and Abhas were younger. Due to high workload, the mother hassled them with one work or the other. She also wanted them to be independent. Their home was not far away from a large mango orchard. One night, a violent storm came in the area. Coincidentally, it was summer and the trees were full of mangoes. Certainly, a lot of mangoes would have fallen, thought the mother. She woke up children early morning and sent them to collect mangoes. The children took the bags and proceeded dismally. They found a lot of pulpy mangoes scattered in the orchard. They kept on devouring the mangoes till they were satisfied. After they had devoured mangoes to their satisfaction, Amit and Abhas started playing. Despite Anju's warning, who was tirelessly collecting mangoes, they continued playing. At dusk, they realized that Amit and Abhas had not collected any mango. As others too were collecting, there was no mango left now. Petrified of the consequences, they started crying. As always, Anju came to their rescue. She had collected 164 mangoes in total. She gave some mangoes to each of her brother and kept some for herself. Anju astutely had given each sibling different number of mangoes so that mother would not be doubtful of collusion. On the way, Anju picked 8 more mangoes, whereas Amit ate 4 mangoes from his bag. As Abhas didn't notice that his bag was torn, he lost half of his mangoes. When they reached home and counted their mangoes, surprisingly, each had equal number of mangoes. Can you tell how many mangoes each had when they started for home? Okay, let us find out. The most important is to make an equation with one variable. If we are successful in making an equation, we are done, isn't it? What do we know? We know that everyone had equal number of mangoes when they reached home. First of all, we'll make assumption with unknown quantities. Let's assume that when they started for home, Anju had M mangoes, Amit had N mangoes, and Abhas had P mangoes. Also, it is given that when they reached home, everyone had equal number of mangoes. Say X. On one side, there are 3 variables, and on the other side, we have single variable which can be related to all 3 variables. This would be the best place to start towards preparing the equation. Let's also revise facts. It is given that on the way, Anju picked 8 more mangoes. We have also assumed that when Anju reached home, she had X mangoes, which also includes 8 mangoes which she picked on the way. Hence, she had X minus 8 mangoes when she started from orchard. Therefore, we can say M is equal to X minus 8. Similarly, Amit ate 4 mangoes from his bag. When Amit reached home, he had X mangoes. So, when Amit started from orchard, he must have X plus 4 mangoes. To make it very clear, out of X plus 4 mangoes, he ate 4 mangoes and left X mangoes. Therefore, his equation will be N is equal to X plus 4. As Abhas didn't notice that his bag was torn, he lost half of his mangoes. When he reached home, he had X mangoes. Hence, he had 2X mangoes when he started. In other words, he lost half of 2X and had X mangoes. Therefore, his equation will be P is equal to X plus X. Let's summarize it again. Anju had 164 mangoes in total in the beginning. Now, as we know that all the 3 had 164 mangoes in the orchard, so we can write the equation as X minus 8 plus X plus 4 plus 2X is equal to 164. Solving, we get the value of x as 42. Hence, the number of mangoes when they started from home can be as following. Anju had 42 minus 8, that is 34 mangoes. Amit had 42 plus 4, that is 46 mangoes. And Abhas had 2 multiplied by 42, that is 84 mangoes. Now we have learned how to make the equation. We will continue our learning in our further videos. Happy learning!